Okay guys, what you were just hearing there was an excerpt from my song Demons. That was the chorus section, and as you can see it uses some tapping techniques. I wanted to share some of those techniques with you, and I have written out the tablatures and they are available at my website in the member area. And the song is also available for download. You can find it now on iTunes. I've also included links in the video description as well, direct. So that's the tapping pattern. So what I'm going to do is condense that tapping pattern bit for you so that it's more easy to digest. And I'm going to give you an alternative pattern. It's not going to be exactly the same because rhythmically it's very strange. This. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you something that's maybe a bit more useful in many different situations. I'm going to give you this pattern. Okay, and let's go through that. So basically here we're based on a C major chord, C major 7, and what I'm doing there is I'm hammering with my left hand the root and the octave. So 8th fret E string, 10th fret D string. And what we're going to, by the way, this bass is E, A, D, D, G, C tuning. So it's a tenor bass. If you don't have the same bass, you can also play this up here. That's no problem too. I haven't tabbed that out though, but you just simply play with a 5th instead of an octave. And you play the same pattern but up here. Anyway, so for the tenor bass, actually sod it. No, never mind the tenor bass pattern. Let me do that pattern for you instead, because so basically it's the same concept, but what we're doing is we're playing the root and the 5th now, and we're going to tap up here on the 17th fret to get the D, which is the 9th, and we're going to tap the octave of that, and then pull off again back down to the 5th, and then we're going to play the root and the 5th again, so in real slow motion. That's the pattern. And we basically repeat the same pattern. The first 3 notes are the same, but then we're going to swap our fingers and we're going to play a C instead on the 17th fret of the G string. Okay, and then we're going to go play the same thing again, but we're going to play a B instead on the 16th fret of the G string. And you can hear how it can I actually play it like that because I have the strings to do that, but for 4-string players what I've just showed you will work. So that's one pattern, and the next pattern is this one, which I will actually cover in the next video for this, because I think one pattern at a time is maybe enough to go through. So that concludes this lesson. If you want to see this pattern, you can look at the next video in this series, okay? And by the way, I play Bacchus basses. This one here is a handmade DX5. It's passive, actually, and I've been playing Bacchus basses now for a number of years, and the reason I play Bacchus basses is because they are made by a builder called Divisor, and Divisor makes some of the finest famous brand name basses in the world as OEM. I'm not at liberty to say who they are, what the brands are, but what you get here is their own brand. So you're getting the same build quality essentially as you do with some much more expensive brands. So naturally I chose their own brand instead of one of the more famous brands. That's because I don't have that kind of money to spend on basses all the time. So anyway, if you want to know more about Bacchus, you can find out a lot at my website. You can even buy direct, you can order online. I also have some at my eBay store as well. You can get this particular model. There are a lot of models in their lineup, so go check it out if you're interested. And if you want tabs and stuff for this lesson, those can be found at my website in the member area. And I look forward to seeing you for the next lesson, where I'll break down that other chunk for you. Alright, take care.